Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. Keen-eyed viewers of the channel might have noticed that in the bottom right corner of every video, there's this guy, this happy little guy, smiling wide, down in the ocean below. And today, I'm gonna talk about him. The legendary Starfy released in 2009 for the Nintendo DS. It's a part of the Japanese series Densetsu no Starfy, but this is easily the most well-known title of the series. Starfy is basically Kirby, but underwater. The people do not lie with that comparison, but Starfy has its own unique charm that Kirby simply cannot compete with. So, the legendary Starfy follows Starfy, Mo the Clam, and Bunston the Bunny Prince, whose crash landed into Starfy's palace, forcing everyone to fall into the ocean. From there, you collect these crystal shards from boss fights at the end of each world that form a spaceship so Bunston can go home to his planet Banera. But there's this really gross mash tooth guy you gotta deal with on his planet, and there's a lot of button mashing involved, but after that the world is saved and Starfy goes back to napping. Just like Kirby. I have a long-standing history with this game. It's a childhood fave of mine that I never actually completed as a kid, but finished during 2020 while lying in my bed watching Pokemon H the movie. This game is notoriously easy, but I guess little me couldn't handle the final space level, so I left the game for a very long time, until I played it again during quarantine, cause there was nothing to do. But it really brought me back to playing the game at my grandparents' house as a kid, or playing it at my daycare lady's place, where some kid stole my Starfy game. So my mom was nice enough to buy me another copy. So I have 2 cases of the game, but only 1 game. So technically it wasn't my game, it was my brother's game that I would steal, just like with Tale of Two Towns. But yeah, one day he just lost the game and we were 100% sure that this one kid at our daycare stole it because he was horrible and his brother would hit people with his Woody doll. He would swing around and hit people, so my daycare lady had to hide it in her house. Anyways, Starfy is a fun, colorful game full of funny guys, cute costumes, incredible mini-games with one of them being better than the actual game itself, and Mo's case, which is epic. So let's break it down. First of all, Starfy is a masterclass in pixel art and sprite work. You guys know I love pixel art, and Starfy definitely plays a role in my love for it. Like, it's so beautiful, so colorful. I love how expressive every single character is and how they translate that to their sprites and animation. There's so many creative levels and worlds that showcase the talent of all the artists involved. I love the environments here. We have Glug Glug Lagoon, the bright and cheery underwater starter world. Hotcha Springs, that is a bunch of, you guessed it, hot springs, but also geysers, and there's this awesome old lobster guy who likes chilling in the hot spring. Chili Dip Cove, which is an Arctic snow level with penguins and seals that are oh so cute, like Pipleon? Isn't that like a Pokemon though? Okay, whatever. And Pupleon. Incredible names. Just incredible. Sogwood Forest is a forest with a bunch of mushrooms and bubbles, but there's lots of nice colors on display here. I love all the purples. They're so nice. Glitsum Grotto is the mine stage with pretty crystals and epic minecart fight against the evil side trio Ronk, Papes, and Snips, except in this case it's only 2 of them. But I can't believe I haven't brought them up yet. But they are a very silly, dubious trio who show up sometimes and you can play rock, paper, scissors against them. They're like side antagonists. Skydye Heights was probably my favorite level as a kid because it's the pretty rainbow cloud level that's still underwater. It's not in the sky. All levels happen underwater until you reach planet Banera. SS Logwater is the spooky sunken ship stage with ghosts and sharks. Cool level. Then there's planet Banera. We've reached space where we fight Mash Tooth, the button mashing villain. Oh, I get the name now. But we also get to ride this cool train because I really love trains. After you finish Planet Bonera, Puff Top gets unlocked, which is Starfy's home. As an extra bonus, you can complete Puff Top levels as Starly, Starfy's sister, who is very cool. There's also a 10th world stage that's supposed to be like the challenge bonus stage in the game with timers, but it's mainly just like a challenge bonus. I already said that, I'm sorry you guys. Hold it! Now I have to talk about the minigames because you'll see. Coin Slinger is a simple minigame, just like all the rest, but you have to match the color of your coin while shooting some colored balloons that are the same. It's pretty chill. Fishing Derby is one that I don't remember unlocking in my last playthrough, but I probably did. But I never did when I was a kid, and I just don't really remember playing it at all. But I do love fishing, so I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit sad I missed out on this one, but you just have to fish as many fish as possible. Nothing crazy. Sand Tracer is probably the easiest minigame. All you have to do is trace outlines. That's it. Not the most fun, very much for the babies, but whatever. Depth Chargers has intense gameplay where you slide the stylus up and down as quick as possible, which definitely scratched my screen as a kid, but I was so into it. I truly put my everything into this minigame. It was good fun. And of course, saving the best for last, we have Dumpling Master, the messiah of games. The greatest game of all time, if you will. Dumpling Master, which doesn't make sense. These aren't dumplings. They're takoyaki, but I guess they wanted North Americans to have a jelly donut moment. Either way, Dumpling Master, in air quotes, is all about speed and endurance, making as many takoyaki as possible to become the, again, Dumpling Master. The music, the intense, fast-paced gameplay is so fun, easily making this the most iconic minigame of the series, and maybe most iconic part of Starfy in general. I don't make the rules. When it comes to Starfy, there's plenty of kooky characters to talk about. The cast is stacked. So many icons on display with the greatest, cutest designs you've ever seen. So let's do a roll call. Starfy himself makes funny, happy noises, just like Kirby, and he's a great little guy. Lots of love to Starfy. Mo is Clam. He's more bombastic than Starfy. He's got attitude, he complains, he thrives, and he's got his own case dedicated to him and his Mo Show. I always like this feature. Seeing him interview all the characters you see throughout the game is just cute, although they're like really short interviews. Bunston is chill, a very nice bunny astronaut prince that I honestly don't have much to say, but he's cool. I like his design. He gives some more, I guess, like emotional moments of the game with his backstory and kind of destruction of his planet, but he's just kind of a nice little guy. Starly is Starfy if he was pink. She's Starfy's sister, who plays a bigger role in this title, but she's fun. After all, she's in Dumpling Master. But aside from that, she's got the sass and drive to put Mo and Starfy down. There's a ton of other side characters that show up in the game, but too many to fully talk about, so just look at their designs on the screen instead and reflect. The dubious trio of Snips, Ronk, and Papes is pure name genius. Ronk is the greatest name in the world. Again, they're a silly, fun trio, kind of like Team Rocket, but Team Rocket is Team Rocket. No one can compete with them, but this trio is definitely fun and iconic in their own way. There's also the big baddie final bosses to each stage, but they're just kind of there. What's more interesting though is all of Starfy's transformations and wardrobe changes. Starfy can turn into kick-ass Bakugan Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Monstar that walks super funny. I just love how he walks. Starpedo Steel, that's probably the cutest one. How can it not be? Bagocking Chicken that sprouts other chickens, Roostar. And lastly, the ghostly, ghoulish Starfry that floats around. Starfy really is a fashion expert. Not only does he have all those cool transformations, but you can unlock a ton of fun outfits for him and throw on a fashion show in the menu screen, bringing it to the runway. I won't show them all here, but here's a quick runway show of all the greatest hits. So that's the legendary Starfy. A little gloss over from me, but I really think everyone should check this game out and get their own opinions on it in their own time. It's a very cute game full of personality, fun abilities, an incredible soundtrack playing throughout this video by the way, and a nice simple story with emotional beats here and there. Much love to Starfy.